I've sold 9 companies. And so most times it's not that you lack insight, it's that you're solving the wrong thing. Business truth number 3, things are hard because your team isn't as good as you think they are. And that's because your standards are too low. I said your best talent, you haven't even hired yet. If you had 10 of those people, would you be able to make way more money? The answer is almost always unequivocally, yes, I'd be able to make way more money. And so then the follow-up is, then why is all of your attention not to getting more of those people? If you listen to the Steve Jobs, the Bezoses, the Bill Gateses, Elons, so many of them, Zuckerberg, so many of them talk about talent. And as I continue to do business, the more I just care about who rather than what or how. Because if you really do have the right who, you're one hire away from somebody who's 100 times smarter than you, who's done this way longer than you have, who can help you grow the business. And I remember a moment on one of the first of these meetings where it was in person, they'd flown out, and all of their team was on one side and all of my team was on the other. And I was sitting at the head and the managing partner was at the other side of the table. And I just remember just kind of sitting there silently, looking down the table, looking at both sides, back and forth, and being like, no wonder these guys are going to make $3 billion in the next 5 years versus my team. But seeing the average level of talent on their team versus mine was a huge moment for me to understand just how important people are. So one of the things to prevent against this is a rule from Amazon, which is that every person you hire, you want to raise the average bar of the team that they're getting hired into. Well, then there's our answer. Because the thing is that all companies will, unless controlled for, dilute down talent. So people, 6s will hire 5s, 5 will hire 4, 4s will hire 3s, and people will always hire people that they're not threatened from because they want security first. Imagine if every single time you hired somebody, it raised the bar of the team, then the team will just continue to get better and better and smarter people, and the company will grow and grow and grow. And I have a fundamental belief that the level of a business grows kind of like a Christmas tree where you've got the number and intelligence of brains that goes up. So if you have lots and lots and lots of really intelligent brains, the size of this business is huge. If you only have one brain that's intelligent and everyone underneath of that has a subset of the skills of that one brain, then it's only one brain that's competing against companies that have 100 smart brains. And that was something that in my early days, every person I hired, I could do their job better than them, and I trained them to do everything they did, which meant the limit of the business was me. I had to literally keep learning things, which you always have to do, of course, but I had to learn everything from scratch